God.
No.
Oh, and
Hey,
then the Jesus
everybody.
Lolanna was flipping me out. Hi, everybody. We're back once again. Now, we
Oh, yeah,
thought we
that's
would kind of let the
amazing.
other community have a break. The other community needs a
Yeah,
break for a while. God love them. Oh, no.
poor thing. We'll let some people file in before we have a little receipt party here, and then we'll move on to the other fuck shit
Exactly.
that happened yesterday. So let's just chit chat. So how you been?
Doing good, good, good. We had some fun. It's just been a long week. Last week I was just like, oh my God, one thing after another. I had freezer problems, la 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 la. It's life. It is called life.
Yeah.
Life will always dip in and bite you. Right when you think all is right with the world, something will dip in and bite you in the butt. So, by
I
the time the
know.
weekend got here, I was just like, you know what? My sister called and she goes, hey, we're all going up to the lake. I'm like, cool. And I said, let's go to the lake. And he was like, okay, fine, let's go to the lake. So we shirked every adult responsibility and went up to the lake.
I know.
Let's have some fun, just to
I'm so
relax and have a
jealous.
good time. And I'm always at peace when I can throw a line in and fish a little bit. And who cares if you catch anything or not? That's not my main goal, but it's just very relaxing. It always has been for me, even as a kid. So, I love it. So we went up and had fun doing that. So I missed whatever activities went on.
Well,
Um,
yeah.
it's never quiet, is it? I mean, it's
No,
never quiet.
no. It was nice that we took a small break from all the shit that's happening. I mean, I can't, you know, as much as it's fun to talk about, you just need some downtime, and that's what I
What,
had.
what? Because it's so repetitive, Kathy. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, what is wrong with you, dumb bitches? Dear God, it's so funny. Whenever I tune into and it's Dumb and Dumber, literally. To me, it's a tie between Crazy and Crazier and Dumb and Dumber. But lately, it's just been
Well,
Dumb and Dumber. The one gets all
yeah.
excited. Oh, there's 40 people in here. Big fucking deal. Who cares? You
He's
guys
scared.
don't get any views. You'll never get views. And you're never going to be monetized, honey, because you are ban evading. Ban
Yes.
evading. So that's going to catch up and nip you in the ass. So again, it doesn't matter how many people, you think you're some big celebrity. No, you don't understand. We're pointing and laughing.
It's
Now,
called
and I understand
mockery.
some of the other community, it is, and sarcasm and everything else, but some of the people in the other community aren't laughing. And I don't blame them, because they're getting up close taste of what, this crazy bitch is really like. Once she sinks her teeth in, you're dead. You're just like, you're stuck for life. So I understand she's going after some very, like, it seems like sweet people. And, it's like, let it go, dumbasses. Go pick on somebody random, and, listen here, Ivory, or whatever you want to call yourself. I'm just going to call you dummy, because that's exactly what you are.
Yeah.
If you're so worried about what other people are doing, and they want to play everybody else's content, but then, they cry about when somebody plays their content. I'm going to strike you. I'm going to strike you. Again, that's playground shit. You bitches want to act like you're so big and tough. Stop deleting your shit and leave it up.
Yeah.
Then I'll be impressed. But
Yeah.
you
And then
can't do.
I'll believe you when you start going on, and I'm saying it with my chest. Well, you kind of don't when you delete your crap. Yeah.
Exactly. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Scarmooch. How are you, honey? It's just ridiculous. They do. They want to act like they're all big and bad, and we're scared of them. We're jealous. We're this. We're that. No, I'm not. I'm not
Oh, Kate, cut out.
jealous. I'm not scared.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not
So
even. I'm sitting here laughing my ass off at you stupid people.
we all are. Yeah. So what I
You
got
know,
on screen here. Whoop,
exactly.
Kate.
Let me pop over to that screen. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just sounds like you cut out once in a while.
It might be my plug. I don't know. Okay, you're back, I think. I don't see you anymore, Kathy.
I know, I know. I got a finger crossed behind my back. That was released last night. I'll talk about it later. Um, but some voice messages that kind of, tell a story. So I'm just going to do this one, and I've linked the channel in the description box, so you guys can go over and listen to the other one, or not listen, but scroll through the text messages. It's quite interesting. So let me go over and we'll put it up.
They were talking about you being in a wheelchair and that your car accident is your karma that you supposedly did and got in trouble for and went to prison for. Candy, sitting over there agreeing with them people. She doesn't care about you, Mark. She used you, she went after you, she tried to get you in trouble again. Please stay away from these people. You're Mark Rainbow, right? I know you are. So you don't have to deny who you are to me. And you have to start talking about you. Because they're saying that I'm taking out for a known pedo. Kate Waxweber, Candy, all of them was in there agreeing with that girl, talking crap about that was your karma.
Yeah. So that was a little interesting piece of fun.
I know my name always seems to come out, whether I'm there or not, or whether I said it or not, it doesn't really matter. I think, she just likes to point fingers at me for some reason, because I'm the bad bitch that has caught her in shit and called her out. And I don't care. I don't care.
We don't care. MT, yeah, I was just being respectful of his content. I'm sure he won't or she won't, but I just thought it'd be respectful of content. Anyway, just catching up.
Well, and that's one thing.
Oh.
This community comes with receipts.
Yes.
We bring our receipts to the table, and neither one of those bitches has brought a receipt to the table. Our dum-dum, she's never proven anything. I'm still waiting, and I love it that she, instead of telling the truth behind the scenes to people, she keeps up her fake persona and her lies, even behind the scenes. By, telling him, oh, well, she did this to me, she did that to me, she said she wanted me to hurt myself. That's a lie. She never did that. Candy never did that to her.
No,
it was a lie. Did. And she wants to sit there and say it. Bitch, prove it. You have said so many times, well, I'm going to put that clip back up. Bitch, we've been waiting for over a year. Put the fucking clip up or shut the fuck up. Oh, I know, because you can't. Because it doesn't exist.
Yep.
And this nonsense, yes, that she's spewing this nonsense, that part of what I heard was, oh, well, that other community, and she's talking about the munching and chatting community, they're a bunch of racists. They wanted me to be a racist in there with them in their community. No, sweetheart. Everything was fine with you for months with that community. And I'll tell you when it went south. I can tell you the exact day it went south. It was the 24th of June, because that was the day of the infamous panel that we all got on panel and called you out for the lying bitch you are. And that's the problem that everybody had with you. You're a lying bitch. You have to lie about everything. I don't think you've ever told the truth a day. And, you can get your ex on, you can do whatever. You can so clearly tell that they've been coached. It's sick.
Oh, for sure.
So, and again, I'm not even going to school the other dummy on animals.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, that's coming. That's coming though. It's coming because, that's a big soft subject for me, is animals. And she could have very well, they don't send animals out that have a bite history. Mm-hmm. So that's a lie. Now, what were you doing to the cat when it bit you, dummy? You have to give animals, cats are antisocial at first. You can't treat it like a dog. You have to wait until the cat is ready to come to you to be friends. You can't force it.
Yep.
she even said at one point the cat was hiding. Good. You let it hide until it feels comfortable in its surroundings. Then it'll start to explore and then it'll come to you. So I hope she didn't sign that cat's death warrant by sending it back saying it bit her.
God.
So it's very possible. Hey, Niecy. Hi, B. Hey, Kate.
Hail,
So, I
hail,
mean,
the
it's
gang's
just,
all here.
yes, we are. And, and again, it's, the shit is so comical. They think that they're doing this big bad shit and they're, oh, I'm so big and bad. I got 20 people in here watching. No, there's 30. Bitch, please sit down. Who cares?
And I
You're
think
never going to
somebody
amount
asked,
to anything.
yeah, somebody announced last night, it was BGTV, and he was kind of went into how views count, and it's not that somebody clicked in to see what was going on, it's retention. So you have to go into your analytics and judge and fiddle around that way. It isn't somebody came in, gave you 30 seconds and then left, because that really doesn't count.
Right.
It's how long they stay.
Right. What the audience
are you
attention
engaging
is.
them? Yeah. So if you're going around in circles or playing Sims for 8 hours, yeah, kind of doesn't count.
No, because I think it's common, that was so funny too. She just leaves the live running and walks away to run over to sub and do her shit. And it's just like, girlfriend, that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And, actually, if you look closely enough, that's against terms of service as well.
Yes.
So, there's so much stuff. And, I will sit right there and I can't wait. Yes, get your subscribers. Woohoo! Get them, girl. You ain't going to keep them because you ain't going to keep the channel. And that's not me being threatening or saying anything. You're ban evading. You have been banned on how many channels now? And you can thank your co-host for almost every one of them because she taught everybody. And I love it. She taught us all how to do it. So that's just, I'm floored. I love it. And again, I've said this behind the scenes a lot. I'm for everybody having a platform and having a say. But when you start acting like you're stupidly nuts, like these two are, you don't deserve a platform. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't.
You add nothing.
No.
You add nothing to any discussion.
No. Lies. They add a few lies. And they got to twist it to their narrative, which I still think is funny, because are they forgetting? We all know the truth. The truth is out there. All you have to do is go look at it. And people can go way back on your channel here and find out the truth of what we've been saying for a long, long time. Our stories don't change. Theirs do daily. And I will say this, Ivory, good touch. Even Jesus was rolling his eyes at your stupid ass last night. Because God. he was doing a reaction to that. I love that they want to spout in on shit that they have no clue about. None. Yeah. And I'm not going to speak on the girl much either, because I don't know her. I don't know what she's about. I do know a little bit, and I know enough that she should be avoided at all costs, because she's like a scary person. And I think that was the other creator when he was doing his live last night. And he was pointing out to people, he was basically, he was reacting to what they were seeing and stuff. And he felt like he got deceived because he didn't know the backstory really either that much with this one. So I think he was actually trying to defend and send support. And then he was letting his supporters know, back up, guys. Sorry. Oh, my bad. So that's what he was trying to do. That's what it looked like to me anyways. Now, I didn't get to see most of it, but I heard about it. And of course, I heard some of the after effect with, like I said, Miss Ivory preaching like the gospel here. And I'm like, girlfriend, that's not your calling. Sit the fuck down. I'm sorry. It's like I said, even Jesus was rolling his eyes at you, dummy. So, stop. That's
So
not your forte.
my takeaway from MT's live last night was that he was sort of doing an apology too to the people that he directed over to Love Notes' channel, thinking that she was in need of support and
Right,
understanding, and not realizing that she was I don't even know how to describe her. And anyway, go. I linked his video in the description. Go watch it if you haven't. It's, I think, an hour. So, but it gives a rundown on her, and I kind of orbited her, but I'm so ick by her that I can't even. And I'll watch clips of her, but I cannot watch a whole stream. Kate traumatized me. Kate Winslet traumatized me with the snot video. Thanks, Kate. That was just nasty. But then Dumbass got on, and big banner headline title: MT is harassing a pregnant, mentally ill woman.
Right.
First of all, go look up the word harass. Not exactly. That you will, but I'm going to put it out there for you.
She needs to know how to spell it first.
Harass.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
That too.
Oops, did I say that out
loud? And she was reacting to his video, but she would conveniently stop, and when MT was explaining why he did this or why he said that, well, she goes, see, come over here and look, he's around. And I'm going,
they both do that, actually.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that kind of got me laughing at first. Then I thought, you idiot, because then she was raging, like she knows this woman. This was her best friend, which she always does. She goes and finds somebody she can white knight for, thinking that this time it's going to work because it's never have before. So, but try being a good friend.
Right. Because that's the definition of insanity. Repeating the same thing, expecting a different result. And honey, it's not working for either one of you. So, they sit there and say that, oh, well, we harass. No, we react when we hear our names. And I hear my name all the time. It's like, bitch, shut up. Leave me the fuck alone. I mean, I'm just out here and I know you're salty at me. I know I busted you for using a fake picture about your fake surgery, about your fake everything. And, oh, well, I'm so sorry. Not. But, hey, go sit down. You want to go to other communities? We have all these communities to go to. Well, then bye. Go. Nobody like upset. Nobody wants you. Go away, both of you. Why don't you guys go start your own little drama community somewhere else and pick new victims? Because these ones are already schooled, know exactly what's going on, and know exactly, well, I can't say exactly what to expect from you because I gotta say she's even surprised me lately. I'm like, damn, just what I thought. I've seen it all. There's a new twist. So, but it's old. It really is old. People are tired of it. So, and again, and I'm going to say this, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but the ones that are closest to her have all the power here.
Yes.
And they're not doing it because they're having fun. Now, no shade, but they're having fun with it. It's drama. So they're having fun with it. But when you're done with your jollies and stuff, dudes, take it. Get rid of it, because the other one's even already heard that she tried to swat her again. And again, it is so funny to me. The one sits there and says, that she's been swatted numerous times. No, honey, you swatted yourself. You called the police. You called them. Well, they're sending me whatever. It's like people on sending you text messages that are trolls. Okay. And again, all she should have to do is make one phone call and one phone call only to her local police department and go, hey, da 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 da. And they will put her on the list. Easy peasy, all done. So she thinks she's being dramatic, calling the cops and stuff. Like you pointed it out, Kathy. They're sitting back there with their notepads, doing their doodles, laughing, putting her on speakerphone, going, "It's her again! Come on!"
Yeah.
So, and she must be the only one that doesn't get it. That joke's on you, sweetie. Every time that you say, "I don't need my case number," they just roll their eyes and laugh and go, "Thank God, no paperwork for us."
Or I'm glad we could give you some views on YouTube.
Well, that's just it, because she's never honest. When she calls and she's talking to the police live, she neglects to put that little fact out there that I'm live streaming right now on YouTube. So that's going to come out too, because, and again, I love it that with this court stuff, one of them's threatening to call the FBI.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but
I'm busy at the moment. Call back later.
Exactly. And it is what it is. I'm not even going to comment on that, because it's just a joke. Again, sit down, girls. We are pointing and laughing at this point.
Yeah.
So,
It is. And Kate, it was epic last night. She went balls to the wall defending TLC. And she knows nothing about this woman's past. All she is a victim of domestic violence. She was raped. She apparently has been raped by any man that doesn't want to be with her, so all of a sudden she starts shrieking rape. She was on a dating app, a hookup app, not a dating app. Hookups and dating are two separate things.
True.
So that guy that knocked her up, look, it's your responsibility too to make sure that, number one, this stranger has a glove on, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, those little raincoats come in handy.
Yep, exactly. And you should also be on birth control of some sort. Yeah. So you can't suddenly, this guy doesn't want anything to do with you. Probably found out you're nuttier than a fruitcake and said, "Yeah, bye."
Exactly.
This is only what we're getting from her.
Right.
The other side is to be completely different. So,
exactly.
I can only speculate in what she puts out there. And if I'm sounding like I'm victim blaming, I'm not. But everybody in their own part in this has their own responsibility.
Exactly.
So if you're hooking up, then it's your responsibility to make sure you're in a safe environment, physically and mentally, I guess. I don't know. I have respect for my body.
Well, exactly. And that's the funny thing, because clearly neither one of them do.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't. And it's funny too, because, it's been going around, show a current picture. Girlfriend, there's been so many current pictures. The ones that you saw on MT's wall are her. They were from camera slips, or when she just first got on camera doing her little makeup crap and everything. Yeah, you see the red filter and all the other stuff and everything. No, that really is her. Give me a break. And there was one just recently, and I actually told somebody wrong in the Discord, because somebody wanted to see the picture, so I put it up again. And this was recently when it was like July 9th or something. She had a camera slip. And I was just kind of like, because I'm sorry, I try not to look that closely, but all I saw was kind of a foot sticking out somewhere and just a blob. It looked like a blob to me. Well, it was very clear that there were no marks. Yeah, there weren't any. Hi, Angela. There weren't any marks on her stomach anywhere to indicate that she would have had a procedure, because this was just what, the 9th. And again, which procedure is she talking about? Because she's, again, they need to go back and get better notes on what they're talking about, because she can't remember the shit she said. How embarrassing for the other one. It's like, oh my God, you guys are so stupid. She first said that, she had this done, and she had to have, be airlifted by life flight to another hospital for this. And then they put her up in a hotel for a couple days because they had to redo it. Just the other day, not too long ago, she said that she thinks the doctor botched her surgery because now all she wants is protein shakes. Well, honey, you better be careful, because you can hear wrappers rattling in the background. Your mouth, you sound like you're chewing cud because you're trying to chew your food. So much for the protein shakes, because you're eating food. So don't try to fool anybody, because you're not.
And a dog won't beg, Kate, pardon me, and a dog won't beg for protein shakes. So when we hear you smacking that dog because he got too close to your food.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because I mean, somebody told me there's a troll account out with the video up of her smacking her dog. So I'm going to have to go find it and look at it and see it, because it's true. That happened a while back, and she got nailed on it. And she changed her story so many times, they forget what they say. She forgets the story that she gives. So again, girlfriend, take notes, get you a little notebook, stick it in with the trash somewhere around you, because every picture I've ever seen of her dwelling is just garbage filled. Well, she's like, well, they got in the trash. Get your ass up and clean it up. Clean it up. It's disgusting. Both of them. I mean, vacuuming up cockroaches and stuff. Oh my God. I was about flipping out. Like, what the fuck?
And somebody said she got a new cat. Has anybody seen it, or is she just saying it?
No, I think that's the one that she did get, and she sent it back because it bit her. She only had it for a couple of days.
Oh, I thought it was her other cat, the white cat she had.
No, the white cat, she surrendered.
Yeah.
She gave it back.
She took the new cat back.
So after the white one got surrendered, she went and got another one. She put a picture up of him or whatever, and it looked like a cute little black and white tuxie. But then I think she only had it for a couple days, and she sent it back too because she claimed it bit her. And then when she took it back, she claimed that, well, I should have listened to what the lady told me at the shelter, that it bit somebody else. Bitch, no. They take biting very seriously. And they will hold animals for quite some time to evaluate their behaviors and see. But if she did get that cat, and like I said, she didn't let it, associate and get, its bearings and its new surrounding. She probably tried to force it, and of course it's going to bite you. Yeah. So she's a dumbass. She doesn't need, if she wants to get something, get a cactus. Those are really hard to kill. So get you a cactus, honey, and do what you want, but you don't need animals. You don't. Mm-mm. So like I said, she sent that one back and told them it bit her. So if it did have a rep as biting, which I highly doubt, it would have costed its life. So,
wow.
A lot of people don't realize this, but you think you're doing great when you run across, you find baby kittens, or you find a mama cat with kittens. If you're lucky enough that the mama cat is with the kittens and producing milk, and you drop it off at a shelter, it has a good shot because it can go to a foster. But if you're just dumping off baby kittens that still need milk and stuff, they sadly, they don't do it. They just put them down because there's not enough people to take care of them. They need to be fed, done stuff to every 2 hours. I've done it. It's rough. It's not easy. So they don't have the time, and they don't have the space, and that's what happens. So if you find baby kittens, get online, figure out how to do it. I mean, it's not easy to do, but it's doable. I've done it. So don't use the animal shelters for your, the only reason she even's doing this is because she thinks it's giving her attention. The haters are going to call Dumbass, I guarantee you it's going to have to be pretty fucking serious for me to call anybody. If I'm calling anybody, I'm going to go through the law. I'm not going to call your work, call your job, find out who you are. I don't give a shit. I will call the law. That's much easier. That I know how to do.
Yeah.
So I don't care who you are. I'm not going to be calling your job, trying to find out where you are, calling a hospital to see if you had a procedure or not, because I don't give a shit. I'm not doing it.
We never did give a shit about her surgery.
No.
What we gave a shit about was the big lie.
Right. Well, you know, and that's when you and I, when I busted that out, I said, you know what? The day before, you know, people were wishing her well and, you know, praying for her. And she said she got hate because she asked for prayers. No, dummy. You got hate because you lied to everybody. You took advantage of their kindness. You took advantage of their prayers. So no, karma's only a bitch if you are. Karma don't work that way. Karma don't strike people down and say, well, you know, you now you've got cancer. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
Oh boy. I want to just go off topic just a little bit because we're talking about animals in an abusive. On my Twitter feed, I've been getting a lot of these animal rescue videos. A dog being strangled by a boa constrictor,
And they rescue it and saving.
Well, there is a thing here on YouTube where these videos are set up. People are putting animals in danger on purpose to make videos. So I know a lot of people don't know that, but sharing them on Twitter and going, oh my God, this makes me so happy, is no, those animals are put in danger for YouTube videos.
Right.
So don't share them. I know nobody's going to listen because, you know, but oh God, because I have to sit there and X all these things off my feed because you know, and maybe there is one that's from a genuine person that helped and came across. And I'm sorry, I can't give it a view because I don't know. And like many, many good people, our hearts break when we see an animal in distress because we cannot do anything about it. So try not to share those, please.
And report them because there used to be a channel, several of them, about a year ago. I think most of them are gone now because people like me and other people that were definitely advocates of this continued to report it and report it and report it till they took the channels down. What they would do is, you know, because the first time I ever looked, it just came up in my recommended, and I was like, wait a minute, how could a cat have that many ticks on it? I'm like, there's just no way. Yeah. Because heads up, folks, ticks will only get on an animal where an animal can't reach it to scratch it off or bite it off. Okay. So, but this little cat, it was a kitten, it was a young cat. It had just nothing, everything covered its face. And so I clicked on this thing and looked at it. I'm like, wait a minute, those aren't ticks. What the hell is this shit? What they do was they get like different colored beans and they glue them onto the cat. And then they have a video pretending to be removing all these ticks off a poor cat. And I'm just like, no, what the hell is this? So I reported them. People from another community that you know had dealings with, they reported them as well. And hopefully if you Google or you get in there with on YouTube and, you know, ticks on cats, you won't find those anymore. If you do, that's what they do. They glue beans onto these poor little cats and then pick the beans off with tweezers, pretending like they're taking off ticks, when clearly you can tell it's not a tick. So there's so many, you know, and again, I'm like you, Kathy, I'm such a trusting person. I see these videos and think, oh, thank goodness you're rescuing it. When no, they're not. They're setting it up to do it. And I found that out more so when I was looking into the other videos with the ticks. So I found that out too. So make sure you're doing a legit site because they come right back. They get, you know, thousands upon thousands of, you know, subscribers. And They
Yeah.
get community walls, and it's just gross what they get away with.
Yeah.
So
And we've traumatized Scaramouche, so we better move on back to
oh, definitely.
the
I'm
subject.
sorry, Scaramouche. I'm sorry. We'll go definitely to cheery things, but Dumb and Dumber over there. It's and hopefully this will give the other community a break because they've got their hands full with other stuff too going on, and they can attack us for a while because I don't care because I'll just sit back and go, all right, if you want to hit me, I'll get right back up and dust off and go, you hit like a bitch.
I like that. We're here to
So,
chew gum and kick ass.
right. That's right. And nothing they do phases me. When I hear new stuff come out of their mouths, I'm just like, do they really think people are going to
Here
buy
we
this? Do they
go.
really think so? I mean, it's just comical at this point, some of the stuff that comes out of their mouth. And again, everybody that's been around for 10 minutes knows it's a lie. And so the other one's just looking even stupider. It's just like, go for it. Oh, we got 40 people in here. Oh, wow, I've got 300 subscribers. Keep going, girlfriend. I'll live to the day you get to 999 and I'll go report. I don't normally do that, but this one I will. I will. This one I will. I'll make a point. And thank you for teaching me, Ivory. I appreciate it. So again, everybody that knows me behind the scenes know my claim to fame on Twitter was I can retweet.
That was a report.
Oh no. Oh, I'm terrible. I know, Kate. I agree, honey. I do. Oh no. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But yeah, oh my goodness. Some of these and she can't even, she gets the X up on the panel too, which I thought was hilarious. And little does the other dum-dum know that he can't get his story straight either. That 10-hour New Year's Eve stream they did, or I think it was New Year's. I'm pretty sure it was New Year's because yeah, I think that's one of the first times we saw the exit sign too. It was like because they were drunk and whoops, slip. Yeah. But he was kind of at first telling the truth. And I was like, ooh, damn, he's dropping some serious shit here. And then all of a sudden, you could tell behind the scenes that she was messaging him going, no, just agree with what I say, because, and everybody always wonders why he's, what's his face is with her even. I'm thinking blackmail's involved at some point, but I'm not sure how. But yeah, I think he's kind of like I don't want to be rude. How do I don't know. Let's just see that he's challenged as well. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty much sure both of their brain cells have turned into cheese curd.
Okay, so MT, the stream I'm talking about that they got on. Because again, she needs better notes. She needs to go back and remember what was frickin' said. But again, once you start lying, the snow just starts to roll and the ball just gets bigger and bigger. Because that's what she did with the other community. She's, oh, well, first they brought me over here because of the video. The video that, and I'm just going to use names. They can be mad at me. I don't think MT will be mad. But MT and Angie made us, and it was a shock video. Let's just put it that way. That was the intention of it. Yeah, I think their feathers got a little bit ruffled, but everything was fine after that. Negs reviewed it, and it was funny, and Ivory reviewed it. Dummy reviewed it, and it was funny. Everybody laughed about it, and it was over, and it was done. Okay, so they kind of made up with her about it. They welcomed her over to that side of the community, into Angie's community. Everything was fine until, of course, she turned. And, she wants to, bring up, this is why I turned. This is why, I did this. They only had me to come over to the other community to attack people. We didn't want her then. She came barging right on in like she knew everybody. And it's like, girl, you didn't. And then that's when Kathy, you saw her coming in claiming to be a nurse. And you were like, no, this isn't going to fly. We're going to stop this right here. And you had been around already because they were reacting to Shanny, and you were doing some Shanny reactions. When you weren't doing your hauls, you were doing Shanny reactions.
Well,
So
very
that's
little of them. Yeah, it wasn't as serious. I was horrified her
no,
more than anything, and I think I discussed her a
exactly.
bit. Yeah.
Right, right. And that's how we kind of, knew who you were and, what things were going on. And then, we started, talking, and then you were over at Munching and Chatting. So it is what it is. And, she's just so funny that, and I agree with what he just said. She wants to be left alone. She doesn't. This is what she does. This is what she does.
Right.
And I agree with him 100%. Everybody's trying to kind of move on. So they're still spinning their own narratives and lying and making shit up to try to keep people interested, but it's not working. People are starting to move on because it's getting old, ladies. And I'm using that term so loosely. So loosely. And I agree. I think it was because he was reacting, he was moving on to other stuff. And oh no, we got to make this about me now. We got to do this. We can't, it's got to be about me, me, me.
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Exactly.
It's like a 5-year-old at the playground on the
Right.
slide. Look at me. And that's exactly what it's like.
It is. It is. And when this is so junior high stuff. It's just stop. I mean, for you being, and I just found out how old the other one was. You've got to be kidding me. Please, somebody tell me that's a lie.
No,
She
no,
looks
that's
like
great.
she's 60. She looks like she's 60. And I got news for her at this age. It ain't gonna get any better. And I'm sorry. I'm 60 years old. I have bad knees, a bad back, shoulder issues, all kinds of crap. I don't use a scooter when I go anywhere.
Arthritis, fucked up shoulder, which I broke my collarbone and arm, 2015, I think. Arthritis in my hips and my back.
Yeah.
Wonky knee too, not as bad as yours. And I've never used a scooter shopping.
No.
Never, ever used a scooter in any.
No, me either in any scenario. And when we go to the lake, there's flea markets right and left up there. And I mean, you just get lost. You're just, oh my God, there's just rows and rows of stuff. And anybody that knows me knows I'm a shopper. I love to shop. I will go down every aisle at the grocery store because I'm so goddamn nosy. I don't want to miss anything. So I will do that. And so I hoof Sam's Club. I hoof Costco. I go down all the aisles and look at everything. And I don't use a
scooter.
And the lake, I cannot tell you how many stairs there are at the lake. Oh, it's just horrid. And so I try not to go up and down them a whole bunch. And if I'm really hurting, I can cheat and I can go over to the docks and they can come pick me up at the public dock and we can cruise and do whatever. But, I have to hoof up and down those stairs if I'm going to do anything. Now, granted, it takes me a little bit longer sometimes. But,
at our age, the ground is very far away.
Every now and then, and one time he did this. Oh, I could have just beat him to death. One of my brothers will grab me and throw me over his shoulder like a fireman carry and run down the stairs. And he did it one time and we went off the end of the dock and into the water. And I'm like, you idiot. I just did my hair. Oh my God, I was pissed.
Oh yeah, you got a weird thing about your hair, I remember.
Yes, I do. I mean, I'm sorry. I have my big 80s hair to this day. Yes, Matrix and Vavoom love me. Trust me. But I was so mad. Oh my God. Exactly, Lucy McScooty Scoot. It's like, oh my God. So get out and move around.
Oh, Kate. She's got floaties on her arms.
Well, and in his defense, I've known the guy almost 3 years. He's always been a night owl. He's always done his late night rants. Come on, this is who we know. This is him. I mean, come on. So if they haven't figured that out yet, well, they're bad, dude. So I mean, they're stupid. So, and my one advice to him though is, honey, you have beautiful children, so leave them off the internet. Fuck them. They're always going to demand receipts that they never provide, so don't you provide them either. They don't need to see it. They don't need to see your beautiful family. They don't need to see where you live. They're always going to twist it. You show them, it's not going to be enough. And they've never shown anything. Never. The only thing I've ever seen out of the one is her vacuuming up bugs with a vacuum cleaner. Or that's it.
And clearing her nasal passages. That's always the real winner for me.
Oh my God! Thank you. Get some sinus medicine. Well, I'm out. How hard is it to run down and get some sinus meds?
Or blow your nose off camera. Mute your mic. Say pardon me. Blow your nose. I'm sorry. That's so gross.
It is gross. It is.
It's even grosser. And I'm sorry. I know you don't follow Life of a Free Spirit, or Callie, as you'll hear her name, but nobody taught her how to eat food, how to use a knife and a fork. She just crams meat in her face. I watched this video over and over and over again going,
oh, is it kind of like the thing? It's so horrifying you can't look away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I just, I don't know, basic table manners, basic. It was not part of her lexicon. It was, she's talking and shoving meat in her mouth. And okay, let's move on.
Oh, I know. And again, I've never been involved with the mukbang community. Never. I mean, I have a thing. I don't like to watch people eat. That's just me. That's my preference. There's only, and I've said it before, there's only one person that didn't bother me while she ate, and that was Annie. It didn't bother me to watch Annie eat. But everybody else, no, it's not my thing. And I get that's what some people are into it. Hey, cool, whatever. Yeah. But it's. I
can watch people eat. There were a few favorites I used to watch. I don't like the lip smacking. Some mukbang channels do. Don't do that. That's gross. Bye.
And I get it.
Really cool mukbangers that don't do that. And that is what I can, sit and watch for some strange reason. When I used to fast, I used to do 10-day fasts when all I had was just water and coffee.
Oh, good for you. Damn.
Oh, I loved it. There were humps to overcome. But I became really obsessed with the Food Network and mukbang channels.
Huh.
And it was the weirdest fascination. And I still belong on Facebook to a fasting community. And I went in there one day, I was, I think, on day 4, and I'm going, is anybody else watching the Food Network? And all of a sudden, I got all these comments. Oh my God, I read my cookbooks.
And more power to you, because if I was fasting, that'd be the last thing I'd try to do. I mean, it's bad enough.
I don't know what it was. But it was the funniest damn thing. It wasn't like I was drooling for the food. You get to a point where that's not an issue, as long as you're taking care of the minerals in your body, like the potassium and such. Yeah, you feel fine. And in fact, you get a lot of energy. But and really the hunger pains fade to a minor rumble that maybe lasts a couple of minutes, and then it goes away. And the more you do it, the more you can anticipate and do other things to distract yourself. But that seemed to be an obsession. It was to watch the preparation and the cooking and the eating of food. And I couldn't figure out why I was so fascinated with the process, because once I broke the fast, the obsession went away.
Well, there you go. And well, and to me, it's, I'll have a nice, like last night, we kind of did the cheapo dinner, and, tonight we're just going to throw some burgers on the grill and throw some fries in the air fryer or something. But, we'll be sitting here along about, because my husband goes to bed fairly early, and, because he's up, God, he was up at 5:30 this morning, and me a little bit after. And I had some stuff to do online this morning. I still got to go to the store. I got other stuff to do. But hey, so he goes to bed fairly early. But so we eat fairly early. We're usually eating dinner between 5 and 6. So long by 8 o'clock though, he's sitting there, and there's nighttime TV. There's food commercials right and left. I mean, there's a pizza commercial. There's everything. And he looked at me. He goes, "Food commercials should be illegal after 8 o'clock." I agree. I agree, kind of, because you do, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I could do pizza. Yeah, let's have some pizza. Come on. And then he'll go out in the garage and get an ice cream cone or something. I'll settle for this. I'm like, there you go. So it's just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
But
it is. Yeah, there's an obsession with sugar and food. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway,
I know I have that.
so I think Dumbass could probably live off her lard for a good year.
Well, all I can say is, I hope that there could be what the karma would be if she passed out, the dogs ate her. I mean, the only thing I could think of that would be kind of karma. And it's interesting too, because she constantly yells at the one. You hear her, "Bella," and she's always yelling at that poor dog. It's like, damn, why don't you get up and pay attention to the dog? Throw a toy for the dog a couple of times, make the dog happy, take it outside. It might be good.
And it may not eat the drywall at this place.
Exactly.
Mind you,
Well,
she's motel surfing now, I hear.
I don't think so. I don't
she
think
back?
so, because I don't know, because, I think there's reasons that they go in and out of hotels for whatever reason, but I don't think so. I think she's at the shack, because in July, when she had that camera slip where she's like naked and screaming, that was clearly her old place. That was clearly, there's garbage on the floor, all that other crap. So, no. She's probably still in that same place. I don't understand if, maybe he does maintenance on the side, and they may have to go, and they might just throw him a cookie and say, okay, here, you can stay. Because that one room that, they showed them walking around in, there was nothing to indicate that they were staying in that room. See, that's the thing that she forgets. She forgets those little details. Not me. I know all those little details.
There was an awfully clean hotel room. Yeah.
Extremely. There was nothing. There was nothing on the counters. There was no luggage. There was no nothing. So I don't know the story behind that, and where she actually is, and if it's the same place with the exit sign, which it probably is. But, she needs to just get up and move around a little bit and pay attention to those animals. But I know she had Bella, Logan. Where's Bruno? I haven't heard them mention that dog in I don't know how long. So that's kind of interesting.
Bruno? Did you beat it to death like you did your little one?
Or she sat on it, something.
Probably still wedged in between her butt cheeks.
Yeah, that's where the remote went. But God. But I mean, it's just comical. It's like, come on, and because again, High Seas is right. Her weight, she hasn't lost any weight. She says that I'm documenting this all on another channel and whatever. Girl, bye. No, you're not. You haven't documented nothing. And again, if that was really, and I know people have this, they think that, well, she really believes the stuff she's saying. If that was true, she would have shown her stomach in all belief that if she really thinks that she had this procedure, she would believe that she has scars there and incision marks and stuff, and she could show it. No, that night on that panel, she could have shown all that stuff in 2 minutes.
Carla wouldn't approve.
Right. And it was more like she couldn't, because she didn't have it. And so again, depending on what community she's talking about, Well, they're jealous because I had weight loss surgery and they're mad at me for it. Girl, no, bye. Next, try again. No, we're again, we'll go over it for you one more time for you and your side dummy. You lied about having a surgery, and the lie has exploded so badly that you can't even remember the stories that you've told.
It's out of her control.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is funny. And then, by the way, does Carlos know he's an ex?
I think he does. I think, again, you never know. I think there's some creepy stuff going on there. Who knows? Hey, whatever. But I think he does know. And it's funny to me too, because, with all those messages back and forth that, well, don't you think that if I was doing something like that, he would hear me? I'm deaf. I'm half deaf in one of my ears. Let's add that to the story that people aren't going to forget. So don't you think if I was talking to somebody at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning in my one room shed that he would hear me? If he's there, probably he would. Does he care? Probably not.
In the early days of my listening to Madam, she was rage streaming from the bed, and next to her, you could hear Carlos snoring. He was literally snoring.
I think I remember that now.
What the hell? So either he's just one of those people that are so sleep deprived that they can fall asleep within seconds. Just out of desperation for sleep. And you could tell that he was in a deep snore sleep because she's talking away, and all of a sudden it occurred to her that maybe we could all hear. Oh, he's sleeping. He has to get up early, and well, then shut down your stream and let the poor man have some decent sleep.
Exactly.
That's when I had sympathy for the guy. Now I'm just he's complicit in his own abuse, so I have no sympathy for him. So
no, I used to feel bad for him too, but I don't anymore because he is just as culpable in her behavior.
Yep. Big time enabler. Big time enabler.
And he probably does it because he doesn't want the business end of her. We just get a little piece of that, and imagine living with that 24/7.
I know, Myanmar.
Right, and I'm sure he does a lot to just be appeasing, but you've got to call a line to it at some point. But it was so funny when he got on that panel. He was just like, you could tell he was coached big time, and the other one was coached big time. And boy, what a winner there! That one was a real winner too. Oh boy. So again,
I couldn't even listen to it. It was so pathetic.
It's the greatest stuff to clean too, because I am laughing so hard. Again, they don't understand that people are just pointing and laughing, going, "You've got to be kidding me. Mm-hmm. Seriously, you're going to run with this?" Stop. And like Kate just said, that would be funny. She wants her to Photoshop her face onto Kate Upton's body. That would be pretty good. Oh, no. And again, if she's in, because at least she does. She sticks with her lies to people even behind the scenes, or she attempts to. Because she's been called out on a lot of these lies from these voice clips that have been coming out and these text messages that have been coming out. So she lies big time about all this stuff. And she's in such a wonderful, happy relationship. Why is she sending her nudes to everybody?
Because she wants everybody to talk about it. That is my conclusion. That she sends it out hoping people will get on YouTube and talk about it. Well, you got it from us. We'll talk about it, but we won't show it because I think that's what she was counting on.
Well, and I saw what MT just said too, because, again, that's what I'm saying. She tries to stay to character even behind the scenes. She's not telling the truth even behind the scenes to people. You know, she did. She told I don't even want to say his name, but she told this guy that Carlos was her ex. She was trying to move. She was doing this. She was doing that, and that he was just a roommate. So yeah, of course, but she's behind the scenes trying to talk to, you know, some man behind the scenes. So it's just
either and she's saying, "Oh, Carlos knows all about it. He sits beside me when I type this stuff out." And I'm going, "So you just unmanned your partner, called him a cuck." You know, there and for a Hispanic male, you don't do that. You know, it's all about the machismo. So I'm going, "Oh, okay."
Well, I know exactly, Kate. I think they tried to do that at one point and it didn't go anywhere because the stuff that they were putting up was fake. You know, because somebody, and I know MT will remember this, she put up this, I don't know if it was her with somebody else or what was going on in the picture, but you could clearly tell that it was photoshopped bad. And again, we all know she's just aces at photoshopping. And you know, that was so badly done. Everybody was just kind of like laughing behind the scenes going, yeah, okay, whatever. Now, thank God I never saw that one. Thank you, Jesus, because I would not have the bleach for my eyes. Because like I said, some of these pictures they put up and it's like, oh, no, I don't want to see that. Please, God, don't make me look at it, please. I don't want to. Like the one with, it just looked like a blob with a foot. I'm like, you know, I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what it is just no. But it's clearly not anything that has gone through weight loss surgery and lost weight. Because again, honey, you know, she keeps yapping, both of them, prove it, prove it, prove it. Bitch, you have neither one of you bitches to prove shit. So don't come at everybody else asking us to prove it, prove it, prove it when you haven't proved shit. I mean, you put up fake results, you get it off of Google, you know, give me a break. People are wise to your bullshit. So all you're doing is you making the other one look even stupider than she really already is. She's another numbnut too. Okay, he said it was a picture of a porn pic. She stuck her head on another female's body and tried to say the guy was Carlos. That's where you can keep it, MT. You keep it right in there.
She posted the very same.
It's your Christmas card, darling.
She posted the very same picture, the one MT's talking about, on the farms.
And it's gone.
Imagine the reception that one got.
And one again, you know, she brags so much about how Kiwi Farms just loves her and everything else. Girlfriend, Kiwi Farms would throw a party if you went away. They would be thrilled.
Some would miss her. Some would miss her. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Used to encourage her rapping. Of course, she took that as a compliment. It wasn't.
Oh, right.
By the way.
Sarcasm.
She still doesn't get what Kiwi Farms is. You know, she thinks she can get in there and get them to rally behind her and go and brigade somebody's channel she doesn't like.
Right. And that's not going to happen.
Massive platform.
Well, exactly. Oh, I know. And it has tons of threads. That's the only, you know, because again, I didn't even start looking at Kiwi Farms except for from Angie Ree. That's what I did. And you know, because everybody's like, oh, have you seen it? I was like, no, I haven't seen it. And then, you know, a lot of the main players are on there, you know, quite often. And what I came away from, and I still say it, they are brutally honest over there. Brutally honest. And you know, they put it out there like it is. They don't sugarcoat the shit. And it is what it is. But you know, it's going to be interesting. You know, the other one would probably love to be on there. You know, that's what they do. They want to be on there. I mean, she tried to scam, and you know, they sarcastically told her one time not to come back unless she had Ree's nudes. So, oh my God, she went running
No.
right to everybody. Oh my God, I need these nudes. Somebody's got to have them. Come on, come on. And we're like, no, gross, no.
You're being
And
trolled, you big dummy.
well, exactly. It's like sarcasm. Go look it up, what it means. And so she was being serious. She thought if I got those, they're going to like me. No, no, they're
She
not.
literally said that. She literally
Yeah,
said they're gonna like me.
yeah, exactly. And she went right to him, and he's like, no, no. I don't have anything like that. Leave me alone. I don't have it. And then he's finally like going, even if I did, I'm not going to give that stuff out. So, it's like, girl, keep trying. Come up with something new.
Like
Because
she tried to
everything,
was she that that axe wound picture she sent nickname. Like, what do you want us to do with this? Put it on the
exactly.
farms?
Well, and she did it herself. And she claimed that it was some sort of accident and we couldn't stop looking at it and we are in love with her and we're jealous. We want her. It's like, girl, stop. No, thank you. I don't swing that way, sister. Sorry. Hey, whatever floats your boat though. But she had done something and posted on Kiwi Farms, but there was like a little snippet at the bottom or something, and it was just from the upper half up partly, and I was just like, oh, that was more than I wanted to see, but okay. And she made this big deal about it, and they were all calling her out, going, well, you did it on purpose. You knew that was there. You knew it was there. So
Of
again,
course she did.
she
Yeah.
wants to do whatever for attention, and and again, that's what they are. They're like little attention whores that run around and go, look at me, and we're just like, nah, pass. Thanks anyway. So go, move on. Let us alone. Nobody wants to be around. And they all, and I'm sorry for the record, I know you're in here. I'm not scared of anybody. MT will tell you that he and I personally have a history. Now, we can be amicable, yes, but we are not buddies. Now, and again, I am amicable all the way in all this stuff, but we have a history going back years. And it is what it is. We basically, it's kind of like when you have a sibling you don't get along with. You know how to stay out of each other's way.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we do. But she's all the time, they're scared of him. They're scared of him. Look at all these old biddies. And it's like, bitch, ain't nobody scared of him. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to offend you, MT, but I'm not scared of you. And so people are, and why would I be? Why would I be? Why would I be scared of him? Why? Why would I be scared of you, Ivory? Why would he be scared of you, Ebony? I'm not.
Because you'd both have to wedge your fat asses out of whatever. Well, her bed. I don't. You actually can sit up.
Well, exactly. The thing that was so funny though, she said that they're like roll up on me, girl. Bye. And nobody. For one, I wouldn't do that just because I've worked hard to get where I am. I'm not going to throw it away over the likes of you. Why would I? There's better people on my list that I'm going to beat down, and you ain't on it. Okay? So
we'll talk privately. I need to know.
I'll give you the dirt. But okay. So she sits there and is like, yeah, if they're going to roll up on me, they're going to have to, I'll beat them down first, then I'll call the cops. Girlfriend, stop. Most of us can outwalk you. Them?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's going to beat their ass and then call the cops. I'm like, girlfriend, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. What are you going to do? Run them over with your scooter? That's about the worst you could do. Because, it's, in the phaser in Star Trek, when they do it in slow motion, the person just steps away. They just step to the side. That's what I'd be doing. She'd be throwing swings and stuff. And I'm sorry, I was raised with brothers. Okay.
Me too.
Now, we know how to fight. Yes, I've seen girls fight and I laugh because they stand there and they do this smacking stuff. They smack at each other, pull hair and that kind of crap. Girl, no, I was taught to swing. I know how to punch. I will go boom. And my brother taught me, he goes, when you get ready to land it, he says, you twist it and land it solid. So no, there ain't none of this bitch slapping stuff. No. So I don't know where she gets the idea that she's going to be able to beat anything down. No, I don't even think she could beat the fly down because she wouldn't be able to reach it. She'd have to call, Carlos, there's a fly in here. Come home and kill it. I mean,
Yeah, that's real frightening. Shaking in my
isn't it
boots.
though? Isn't it though? I mean, it's just like, girlfriend, stop. You'd be dancing around and I'd just be like stepping aside, going, yeah, okay, try again. And I'd be the one backing away, going, come on, you can get there. Come on. So stop with that nonsense. Girl, ain't nobody scared of you. Stop it. You're just embarrassing yourself again, or still pick one, whichever one you prefer. Whichever one.
Lucy, I must have missed that one.
Well, exactly. I mean, people just want to, get in here, have some fun. V. I've got one still. Oh my goodness. Thank God she didn't have Winston. Ooh.
Oh dear.
She would not have handled him very well either. He'd have been back the next day. But you have to just give them patience. Animals all have personalities. They're very different. They're like,
Bella's still a puppy, right?
I think so. I don't think she's not a year old, I don't think. And she thinks it's a big deal because she's got a blue nose. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. They're not that hard to come by, basically. So she, claims that, oh no, it's the blue nose, and no, they're so important, and like, okay, whatever you want, think, sweetie. But that's just it. She thinks that she's this big deal and whatever. And girl, neither one of you is a big
She
deal.
needs to think about it. I mean, I've been over to Twitch to visit her Sims channel over there.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. What's that like?
Well, the last time I looked, one was four followers and one was 13. Oh, was I not supposed to mention the other channel? Oh, sorry. It was supposed to be secret. Now I have to go and find her podcast one, where she's really, really popular.
Oh, right. Yeah, she has this huge Sims following. Now, she tagged, it was funny too, because she tagged it on Twitter a ways back that, hey, I'm doing my Sims. Nobody showed up because nobody cares. You suck at it.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Somebody don't recommend the Carrie show. I got sucked into going to the Carrie show because somebody said she was a good Sims player. You guys are mean.
Oh no. Thank you. High Seas said Bella's only around 7 months old.
Aww.
So
yeah, so still a puppy.
And she's probably she's never been to the vet probably and been vetted.
Probably doesn't have any of her shots.
No. And in that type of state, you really have to be careful because of the heat and the mosquitoes carry and transmit, a lot of the problems. So hang on just a second, honey. My husband's coming in for lunch. So hang on. Let me just talk to him real quick and I'll be back.
Okay. Tell him to fix his own lunch. Hey, Deborah.
He does mostly.
I'm teasing. Go take care of your husband. Anyway, yeah. So puppies are very difficult to raise. They demand attention. They like to chew on things. They like to go for walks, which, sort of kind of winds down their energy. They like get them some chew toys, rub their bellies, snuggle with them, pay attention to them. They're social animals. Cats, not so much. Dogs are different. They're pack animals. They need their peoples, and they need other dogs sometimes. Hey, people that don't know anything about animals having animals. I don't know, Kate. You guys tricked me into thinking she was good at Sims. I thought, you buggers. Hey, usually I don't fall for shit like that, but this time I did.
There we go. I just wanted
hey,
to touch
Rebecca.
base with him and see if he needed
Aw.
anything.
Aw.
And when it's funny, that's like nickname. Don't ever trust a video she drops. Never
No.
trust our beloved nickname. She's evil. Yeah, I used to be, I was a sucker. I'd click on her stuff every time, not go back and go, no. Shame on you.
There's
You're
a few in
supposed to be a
Discord
decent
that are
woman.
evil.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing all fine. We're just talking about the latest, you know what.
Oh, hi, Rebecca. And hey, Deborah. I hope you're feeling better, hon. Well, exactly. I mean, animals, they all have their little personalities, all have their little quirks. I mean, when we brought Winston home, he was 2.4 pounds.
Mhm.
And I showed him to one of my other cats because it was kind of a drive to go pick him up. And see, dedicated people, I have a girlfriend that's into golden retrievers, and the last dog she adopted, she drove 500 miles to get from a rescue.
Aw.
So she's dedicated. And so, me, it was a little bit further for me. So I had, and it was, of course, it was June. It's like, oh my God, we're baking. So I get him home, I wanted to get him out of that box right away. And I pull him out. I said, you do okay, buddy? And my other cat was being nosy, and I put him right down and I showed him. I kind of cupped him in the palms of my hands and I showed him. And he looked at me and he sniffed him. And Winston sniffed him back, licked his head. And I
Aw.
put him down, and he instantly went and got in the litter box. This is a big box because my other cat's a big guy. And I put him down. He ran right to his litter box, climbed in. It was a little oof. And he climbed in there and pooped. And my other cat looked at me like, is he staying? He just got in my box. He's in my box. Mom, he's in my box. And it didn't get any better for him since. So that's who he bonded to. And that's kind of who we wanted him to bond to. Our 14-year-old, he's got some problems. He'd had a mild stroke, and, he just wants to be left alone. He doesn't like babies. So the other guy, his partner in crime passed away a couple years ago. And so it was time for him to have a new little buddy. And on certain days, it's just like he's doing great. Other days, you're looking for him, and he's in the closet in the very back on his, I keep an old down bed pad in there, and it's folded up, and he gets in there and that's his favorite place to crash. That's his, I don't want to be disturbed by Winston spot. So they are. Yes, and Deborah's right. It's like dealing with a 2-year-old, perpetually. So she doesn't need any more animals, and she's just doing it to gather attention and to dare people to call, on her and stuff. That's just ridiculous. She should be ashamed of herself for acting like that. That's not what adults do.
No.
But, she, to me, at her age, which I thought she was much older, she must not be cooked yet in the head. So that's what you get. The other one knows better. She's 40 something. So,
Yeah.
But it's embarrassing. They should be embarrassed on how they act. And they don't have the common sense enough between the two of them to be embarrassed.
I believe you're quite right that they're just so delusional about their own self-importance. And if us talking about them makes them feel special and famous, well, who am I?
Well, yeah, because we're really the only ones right now. We're trying to get everybody else a break to, because we're tired of dealing with her. We figured, well, we'll hop back on and take one for the team, and they can talk about us. And it's so funny too.
Well, she doesn't because there's not much she can say about us.
No. Yeah, because we're telling the truth. Our stories haven't changed.
Nope. We got the receipts.
This fish would be in constant water vibration. I agree. Oh my goodness, that's so true. Oh no, I can't. I just sit there, and whenever I see some of the new stuff they're saying and talking about, it's just like, you've got to be kidding me, really, really. Oh my.
Yeah, the white knighting for love notes is you completely cracked.
Oh God, she was just screaming. And then she turned into, the Jesus thing, and I'm like, she's like, in God's name, and all that. I was like, girl, damn, you be the one that best watch for that lightning. That lightning gonna come down and get your ass.
Well, she does go through her phases. She does, self-reflection, and then she does saint, where let's just all love each other, and then it just goes in circles.
Right, martyr comes in.
She doesn't take her medication because the medication breaks those cycles. And
right.
I'm on my meds. Clearly not.
And she better be careful again with her fibs and her lies, because she said not long ago when she was getting her weight loss surgery, and I'm using my little handy air quotes on that, it was not Dr. Now doing it from 600 Pound Life, but it was the same office that he was in. Now she said that, but she's not using him, because everybody was trying to go, oh wow, you're going to Dr. Now, because everybody knows he's a very famous weight loss surgeon in Houston, and he is responsible for the show My 600 Pound Life, and so she had to be careful with that. So oh no, I'm not seeing him, but I'm the same office that, the same people. Girl, and she just threw whoever that was under the bus, saying that, well, now I think he messed up my surgery because I don't want to eat anything. I just can't even think about food. It's just weight loss. Well, girl, you best think twice about that when you're chewing with your mouth full. You sound like a damn cow chewing your cud.
I know, so serious bags.
Yep, you can hear it. You can hear it. Yeah. And the dog, yeah, I'll give you my skin when I'm done. Oops.
There was fried chicken in the offering, was there?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. But I mean, every live I've heard her on, you can just hear her. Her mouth is full, and she's trying to talk and say stuff. It's not like I don't eat, people. Well, that's not what you said the other day. You said he botched your surgery and you don't even feel like eating anymore. You don't eat anything. Well, that wasn't true. God, the plethora of lies.
Oh. Yeah, and all this is all since her surgery date now, that when the dogs start whining, she'll click off the oh, Carlos is coming, and clicks off the mic. She's food. Then she clicks it back on. Clicks it back off.
And that's what she was doing the past couple times, though, Kathy. I've heard she's not even bothering to do that. She's just eating. You can hear it. You can hear her eating. You can hear her, and it's just like, and then she, wants to quip him. Well, yes, I'm eating. Duh. I'm allowed to eat food now, people. But then just 2 minutes earlier, she's like, oh, I think he botched my surgery because I can't even eat. I can't even think about food. And it's like, well, good. You should be skinny by now. We should be able to see a picture of you having lost some weight.
Yeah.
Where is that picture, I wonder?
Where's your journey pictures? Because you were going to vlog your journey. I haven't seen any vlogs.
Nope, haven't either. I've never seen anything. She's never put up proof. And again, if we need to remind her, again, how we met her into this community after she had been welcomed over to Angie's. They all made their apologies, you know, haha, the video was funny and everything was good. Well, then something happened with that. She tried to be, and that's why I'm saying this is going to go over so good, because the other one, Ebony, is a bossy. She'd once done just by, she'd come into people's lives, delete them, delete them, delete them. So that's how she is. She's a bully. Well, now this is two bullies sharing the same live. How well is that going to go? That's, oh, I can't wait for that. But anyways, so there, you know, she doesn't like to be controlled like that. That's one of the things that had their problems. What caused problems was, you know, and again, MT can get upset and his mouth will run before his mind does. And that's his thing, you know, whatever. But she kept claiming that she had him saying something nasty about somebody else. And we're all like, yeah, you know, when I first heard it, I thought, okay, well, this is possible because sometimes he does. His temper gets the better of him. But then with what was being said, I was like, I don't think he said it. Even though, you know, there was just no way. And we talked about it, and, you know, it was never said. So then she claimed she had proof of it. She had a video clip of her. She had, you know, it was in a live stream and she had a clip of it. She was going to show it, or she was going to send it to somebody. So Candy, one of Candy's mods, took one for the team and said, okay, send it to me. I want, you know, we'll take it. Well, there was, you know, right and left, feet got drug. I mean, it was like a week or longer that we're waiting for this. Oh, it's coming. I have it. You know, I'm this and this. We all know that goes. So nothing. She never produced the clip. Why? It didn't exist. So now we're all like, okay, well then Munching Crew got involved. Send it. Well, now it's like, oh, I sent it to the wrong person. Okay, yeah. Go back to your sent folder where it's still sitting, where it would still be sitting to this day, and send it again. Oh, well, all these excuses, and it never got produced. So there, that's the first time that we knew what we were dealing with. Liar, liar, pants on fire, you ain't got shit. So now get the fuck out and go away. No, she didn't. She had to come barging in here, there, you know, and we're all the evil ones. And again, it's ancient history. It's old. You can't tell a story straight if you had to. So when they all spout about this court and shit, oh my God, I would love to be a fly on the wall. I really would, because it's going to be comical. It's going to be comical because you don't have clean hands coming into it. There's tons of evidence
for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You know, you have to submit your evidence to be vetted.
Yep.
And do you think that's going to pass? Don't think so.
And she's still going off about the impeachment shit. She apparently didn't hear you the first time when you explained what impeachment meant. And again, it's because it's Dumb and Dumber.
I feel we should have a theme song for them, because this is getting so... I'm not going to explain it again. Look it up.
Exactly. And you did. You read the actual definition of impeachment on one of these lives. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, come on, girlfriends, here it is. It's not that rough.
And how it relates to court.
Exactly.
Not presidential. That's a completely different ball of wax. We're talking about court, witness impeachment. You dummy.
Well, exactly. And again, if they're Googling stuff, Google is failing them. They're probably taking the first little thing that comes up and reading it, twisting it to make it their narrative. But you have to, if you're Googling stuff, if I'm Googling a subject, I do several different pages to look and compare the different informations and here and there. And they don't do any of that.
No,
like with the picture. No. She took probably the first picture that came up of weight loss surgery, and that's what she went with, because that was so easy. You know, she's like, well, they took all this time. Girl, no. when I first, again, my story has never changed. I happened to get up that morning, was reading, having my coffee, sitting here going, oh, wow, look, here's recommended. Let me go through some of those. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, okay. The picture did catch me off guard. And if she still wants to go with the story that YouTube took it down. Well, that's funny. My image of it is still up on my page. So I posted the picture of the community post that she posted that showed it was there for 7 hours. So no. So again, if it was, taken down within seconds, they would have taken mine down. Somebody would have flagged my video. So again, go try and flag it and please false flag me. I don't care. I don't. So, she just wants to come up with all these lies and stuff. So again, no, you used somebody's fake picture. All I did was right click, came in on my desktop, searched it, and it was the first image that came up. And I looked at her image, and I looked at the other one, and I looked at hers. And I'm like, oh God, she used somebody else's
pretty
picture.
Stupid to strike your channel over somebody else's picture. That is so easily provable.
Right. Exactly. Well, yeah, just like with yours. She tried to strike the video that had all our voices in it.
Yeah. That didn't work out so well.
No. And she thought she was going to intimidate you and throw literally her fat ass weight around, just try to scare you, manipulate. No, you went, nope, not falling for it this time. I'm fighting you, and you won, and it got right back up within a month. So
no, it was up in a week and a half.
Oh yeah, see, there you go. So again, anybody, and if they are so proud of what they're doing, why don't you leave your videos up? Why do you rant and then 2 seconds later it's gone? Because you will get in trouble. That's why you delete. That's why you delete, both of you. So if you want to run around and pretend like you got these big sets of balls, honeys, leave your shit up. Leave it up. Yeah. Leave it up. Leave it up. You want to go around and yap about everybody else? Well, everybody can do the same thing. They can all rant and get on here and say all kinds of horrible stuff and then just turn around and delete it. But see, that's not how we roll. That's not how we do stuff. Now, we get on here, we tell the truth. Yes, we're giving our opinions, but our opinions are pretty much backed by the facts that we have. So, yes, you can try to do all you want to do, but we don't get on here and yell and cuss and be nasty, threaten. I've heard threats again towards people. So it's just like, again, if you're such big, bad, scary bitches that you think you are, leave your content up. Stop deleting it.
Mm-hmm. Show us how brave you are and strong and
yes.
And like, yeah.
But they won't. They won't leave it up. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. And again, eventually, even we are going to tire of this. And again, Kathy. Right now, that cow is giving butter. So yeah, we're not getting tired of it anytime soon. But again, people that she's threatening in real life can take care of it. That's all they got to do.
So, for sure. Dirty
yeah, they do.
Oh yeah,
both of them do. Both of them do. And again, it's funny because they're all excited about, hey, I got 30 people. Oh, there's 40 in here now. Whoa, can I get more likes? Oh, can I get more likes? It's like, geez, beg for your stuff, girls. Beg. Begging is so becoming. Begging is so becoming. And again, we're all standing back especially behind the scenes. Oh my God, it's hilarious behind the scenes. I'm sorry. But we're all standing back going, really? Pointing, laughing and eye rolls, major eye rolls. And, and I did. My favorite meme now is even Jesus is rolling his eyes at this.
There was an old Saturday night sketch when it was just a little. I can't even remember. I remember him. I can't remember his name. He died, sadly. Um, he was playing Jesus, and he comes into this kitchen of this woman that prays like God, Jesus, guide me, for everything she does, and he finally comes into his kitchen and says, would you stop praying at me so many times? Just the eye roll thing. It's okay. One nice prayer a day is really okay, but she was praying over every single decision she had to make. So,
That's funny.
So yeah, that when you said Jesus is rolling his eyes, that just reminded me of it.
It's and it's kind of like, what was it? Oh gosh, was it Dana Carvey that was church lady?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another favorite of mine. I love him. He's just absolutely hilarious because every time I hear one of them talking or they're going to talk, I just think of the church lady going, "Well, isn't that special?"
Isn't that special? Satan.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, oh, exactly, high seas. That's why they know they would put them in high danger. They already know they're getting watched. That people, it's pretty apparent, and they know they have to behave themselves. They can cross certain lines, but again, it's let her get monetized. Let her. She's never going to be monetized ever again. Never,
No.
never.
And doing these spurg out videos and then deleting is just an internet temper tantrum.
Right. Oh, it is. Exactly.
You realize those live streams still can be reported midstream, or if somebody captures the URL.
Well, they said something that was very interesting. You can't report while I'm live. Oh, you certainly can.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure where they're getting that from. Again, it's Dumb and Dumber. I mean, I don't even use the crazy anymore because I think they both are very calculating and know exactly what they're trying to do. And, it's just funny. So it's Dumb and Dumber because that's what they are. They're dumb.
Yeah.
Just plain dumb. And again, I know the other community right now is not laughing so much because, they're really going hard on some of their people and it's just ridiculous. Stop tagging those poor people. They don't want anything to fucking do.
All these higher channels with, like she tried to get Petty Fan after me. Like, I'm going to get Miss Parker after you.
Well, exactly. She probably should have brick when Miss Parker came in here.
Yeah.
And she seems like a very nice lady. And, it was funny. And I think she may have gone over there and left a comment in her chat saying something about, I play The Sims, can we play? probably shit herself. Oh, no. So that was funny. But again,
well, if you're going to flex somebody's going to come back and look at you,
Well, yeah,
stare at the void. The void's gonna stare back at you. So
right. And so the other community, and it's funny too because the one says and both of them say this, that they don't take stuff into real life first. Yes, they do. I mean, our crazy, she's doxed herself. I don't know how many times. I mean, she gets right out there and says all kinds of stuff, and you can call the blah, 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 where this is where we're in. And it's just like, girl, you dox yourself more than anybody else has. Because for one, I don't care. Why am I going to want to run in and start yapping about your real information? Because stop.
I know. Under the influence and her phone is not a good mix.
Oh, exactly. And so she does. She just thinks that, they have unlimited platform and freedom of speech. Well, you know what? And this is interesting, and I hope maybe they can look this up and find it. Freedom of speech is a wonderful thing, and you do have freedom of speech until you crap on somebody else's freedom of speech. Mm-hmm. Freedom of speech is for everybody out there to have. It's for everybody. So you can't run back and cry freedom of speech, and then try to silence other people for having their opinion and their freedom of speech. Now, once you cross that line over and you get into my violating my freedom of speech, then there's problems. So she's just, again, you know, she's stupid.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't make anything. I don't know why people don't leave their I understand that the V-bar community, they say a lot of shit, so they mostly just delete it
Right.
and eat it. Um,
Right.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not showing other people's content except for today. But as far as I know, they're okay with it.
Right.
So when you private or unlist a video, you lose the view. It doesn't count to any. If you're monetized, you're expecting to make money from that video, you forfeit it when you private it or delete it.
Yep.
It doesn't count to anything. You have to leave it up. So if you go to her social blade, it will show you how many views she's lost in 30 days. And I think when last time I looked, it was like 16,000, something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
If
Yep.
I'm reading it
Exactly.
right.
Yep.
So she's got to make content people want to watch, or at least give their 30 seconds of time to, and not private it. But she doesn't know how. Nobody's watching her Sims. All she
No.
seems to know how to do is make up lies, cast aspersions, and character assassinate. You know?
And damage her reputation on the
Yeah,
internet.
damage her reputation. What else? We dehumanize.
Yep. Yep.
I think
And
she did
first,
that all by herself.
exactly, because yeah, and your reputation is as follows: you have none, and if you did have one, it's not very good. So
Yeah.
again, you know,
Nobody did damage to your reputation. You did that all by yourself when
she
you
sure
first
did.
started harassing another creator years ago.
Yep. 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 And he did have to take it in real life. So that's why they don't give her the time of day. They know better. One of these days we will too. But, you know, and again, for now, you know, we're just trying to give everybody else a break because honestly, we're pointing and laughing and I don't care. I mean, she can come back and, you know, she can say, I live on Mars for all I care. And I'm, okay, cool. What's the atmosphere? Can I breathe there? So, you know, hey, it's just, she's just stupid. Well, again, you know, that's Rebecca. She doesn't have a life. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't do anything except in a bed all day. Any clips that I've ever seen where she's had a camera slip, she's been in bed. She's
And
been in
naked.
a bed. This was like, girl, damn, get up.
Put on the pink moo. Put on your flip flops. Go out
Go
and
to
touch
Walmart for
gravel.
a weigh-in. Come on.
Let the dogs out for a pee. I mean, you get up and go to the bathroom, don't you? Or is that box? It depends. I saw by your motel bed a couple of years back. You remember that?
Yep.
A lot of people don't remember that. I do.
Yep.
I didn't know people could take screenshots of stuff like that. So it's gone forever in time, but I remember. I'm sure
Right.
somebody else does.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people remember. I mean, you know, it's just like, come on, you know, and nobody, I got news for you. Nobody goes and stalks what you're doing because really nobody really gives that big of a shit what you're doing. But they think that, you know, they got 30 or 40 in there watching. And she said something about the other creators. So there was nobody in the chat, just the usual people. Well, that's kind of how things are. The regulars come in, they come in, show their support, and leave their thumbs up. But last time I saw this creator have a live, there was over 200 people in it. What are you saying about your 30 folks that are in there? They're hate watching you. And I'm not hate watching her, I'm laugh watching her.
Yeah, you got hate watchers, you got the curious, you got trolls,
Yep.
and then you
Yep.
got us in Discord that we share the screen to have a good laugh, share a snack.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just,
Exactly. And
yeah,
it's
that's
a lot of times, yeah, exactly. A lot of times people don't even know what's going on, and they'll come in and you'll pop in Discord to say hi or whatever, and you'll see, oh my God, have you seen what's going on? And then you go and look, and it's just like, oh my God, what's she yapping about now? Because that's all it is like a little dog. And I call her, since she loves to white knight for everybody.
mm,
Mostly I would call her an ankle biter, but she's more like she likes to bark really loud, so she's a yard dog.
yeah.
And those are the dogs that they let run loose at the junkyard to protect the junkyard so people can't jump into the junkyard and steal shit. So that's what she's a yard dog. That's all she is.
Yeah, bark,
Yeah,
bark, 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 bark.
yep,
You
yep.
know, the
Bark is
louder
bigger than
she
her
thinks
bite.
she gets, the more intimidating she thinks she is. She's not. She'll just get a rolled up newspaper on the snout, you know.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's just, she's comical at best. And that's because that's why if I get a chance to watch and I'm cleaning and I'm doing whatever, I get bummed because when I get in my car, for some reason my Android Auto is not working right, so I can't listen to half of it. But
Oh,
I come home and go, okay, somebody fill me in. What stupid shit did she say today? 'Cause that's what it is. It's like we're wanting to know what stupid shit she said, which is every time she opens her mouth, stupid shit falls out. So it's like, oh my God, girl, stop. Get a new stick,
you're funny
It's
for all the wrong reasons. You're entertainment for all the wrong reasons.
exactly. It's like, oh my God. Oh no. And well, MT, she's always going to be that way. I mean, you know her from behind the scenes to know well enough to know that just is what that's her claim to fame. She thinks she's mad at us because we're retired and we're around you
Yeah.
know I mean, I still have plenty of spunk left in me. I'm not in my golden years quite yet. um like I said, yes, I have taken some time off of from pet sitting and doing that kind of stuff just with some issues I've had, which, I've made no secret. I have knee issues. It is what it is. But I get everything done. I help my husband do his stuff. I have to sometimes go to job sites. I have to hop in my car and go do things. So, it
Yeah.
is what it is. But she can't do those things. Maybe that's why she's so salty. I'm getting ready to celebrate my 34th anniversary this month.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So,
Congratulations.
thank you. And, it's everybody has issues, everybody has problems, but you find the medium ground, you know? So you can't just walk into stuff and go, well, it's not working out. I'm stomping my feet and leaving. That doesn't help anything. You have to work stuff out to grow, to be a better person. Sure, my husband does stuff all the time that irritates me. Just like I'm sure I do stuff all the time that irritates him. But
Hmm.
it is what it is, and we talk about it if it gets bad enough, and then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. And apologies go a long way. Sometimes, like this past week, we had just terrible week. It was just very hectic, and we decided, yep, we're going to the lake. See everybody, we're going to the lake. Have fun. And sometimes you just got to dip out and do that.
Yeah.
You do that for
And
yourself.
and next week my sister and I are going to the other side of the city. We have a fringe festival. I've gone to it ever since it started in the early 80s. Fistful of tickets to see plays. We rent a hotel room, so we're really close to the fringe site. So this is how.
There you go.
So
Yes.
for 3 days next week, I'm going to be in a nice hotel. I'll take a little. And I'll show you our luggage, what it looks like to have a real hotel rental.
Oh,
And I'll take
no.
some video of the site, and it's always so fun. And it's been delayed due to COVID. So this is the first one since 2019.
Oh, awesome. So you're going to have fun. That's going to be
Yeah,
great.
and man, I just love it. We just have the fistful of tickets and off we go.
There you go. That's fun to do. I love,
It is.
sometimes I'm not a real spontaneous person, I'll admit that. But every now and then I'll get a wild hair and run along with it. I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. And you just kind of go hop in the car and go somewhere, and where you end up is where you end up. So
Mm-hmm.
we've had some
Mm-hmm.
fun. Not so much lately with gas being $5 a gallon. So no, we haven't done that much lately, or with COVID lately or anything. But we've got some restaurants that are a little hole in the walls that we love to visit, and they're not like right next door or whatever. So we'll hop in the car and go to like for our anniversary. We have one very special place that we go to every year for our anniversary, and I love it. And we'll be doing that again. And so it is what it is. But we have fun. We live life. Hubby has guys come over and they play poker and they have fun. I see my siblings. I see my family. We have fun. We do stuff. It's just called life. This is what it is. It's life. You live your life. And I do feel bad for them to some extent that they must not have lives, because they sit there and say, well, they're jealous. They're jealous. Please tell me what I'm jealous of. Do a whole live about what Kate Waxlover is jealous of, because I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it.
We need a list.
Exactly. I'd love to hear what I'm jealous of, because this sure ain't any of this shit either one of you crazies got going. So I think it's the other way around. And I think MT hit it right on the head. What they're saying is what they're trying to project about everybody else is what they're projecting what they do. This is how they are. This is how they live their lives, and they're projecting that onto us.
Absolutely.
Right. And again, because they're just the biggest salty. The one is a real salty bitch that you and I are retired. We can go live when we can get a chance, and that's fun. The other creators do that too. When they get a chance, they do.
Mm-hmm.
But real life always comes first, and it doesn't for them because they don't have one. So they need to quit. And again, they haven't taken any of my advice up until now. I doubt they will now, because they don't like me and I don't like them either. And that's okay with me. But they need to stop before someone. I know a lot of people think some of it is, and it is funny. A lot of it is very funny, but they can be very dangerous, both of them. Especially when they sit there and talk about rolling up on people. Bitch, they know we didn't do that. And they know you aren't important enough to roll up on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're not.
Unless you mean the literal roll.
Exactly. It's just like, seriously, did you just say that? People are gonna roll up on you? Give me a break. Do you think this is Goodfellas? I mean, damn. We're gonna West Side Story.
Yeah. Low rider. Oh, come on.
Oh no. Yeah, because she's supposed to be doing another cruise here. I can't wait to hear about that.
Oh, that's
she thought
November, right?
November, she said.
Yes. We'll all be waiting for the new cruise.
Yeah. And I actually showed what a real cruise looks like. I actually put up a video on my channel of us off of the balcony checking out some of the little icebergs as we were going down the inside passage. So yeah, that's what a real cruise looks like. So go for it.
We remember. Hi, Rotten.
Hey Rotten.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. I have to ask.
What I'm jealous about.
Rotten, is that really? By what you said, I think it is really you. But is this a different channel for you, Rotten? Because this is the channel you normally come in on. So I'm just curious.
To promote my first stream, 101 Reason Kate Waxlover is Jealous. Oh, okay.
By that, I do think that's our favorite Spud, but I just want to make sure.
Yes. No. Yeah. Everybody make notes. What Kate Waxlover is jealous of.
Yes, exactly. Please do. I'd love to see it. I mean, I don't think they can come up with one thing yet that's worth. And again, the one thing I was jealous of, I actually got. So I got my exit sign, so I'm not even jealous of that anymore. So gosh,
You
they
could
need to
be
come
jealous
up.
of dirty sheets and dog poop and whatnots and other bodily fluids.
I don't have a George Foreman grill. Well, I do actually have a George Foreman grill, but it's not next to my bed.
We want a cooking video from you.
Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh, ooh, they're getting some good concert. Yeah, some of the good concerts are in the old days. I mean, I've been so lucky.
Uh-huh.
I got to see Led Zeppelin. Oh my gosh, Bob Seger, and it was wonderful. We were so worried because our seats said restricted view, and I'm like, oh man, because then this was back in the day, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be so disappointing. Oh no, our restricted view was like this little wire going above our heads, and the man turned and sang Main Street right towards us. I was like, oh my God. And I mean, he was just, we weren't on the floor, but we were just one level up. And I mean, it was just right there. And he was sitting on a speaker. And oh, it was just, I'll never forget it. It was wonderful. I was like, oh, and then 38 Special put on a damn good concert, just saying. So, okay.
There you go.
Rotten
The biggest
King.
name I ever saw was the Voodoo Lounge tour, Rolling Stones.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was. I
Definitely,
was
definitely.
wasted. I was wasted.
Amen. Amen. Hey.
You know, when somebody passes you a joint from down the way and you don't know who's who, and you, oh well, yeah, okay, I'll take a couple of these. Holy shit, there was something else in that one.
Uh-oh. That's common though, but hey.
Well, I couldn't feel the bottom half of me, but I had a good time.
Epidural weed. Epidural weed. And well, Rotten, bless your heart. I knew that was you. I mean, that's just a fancy name for rotten potato, but okay. I understand. I get it. I understand. So, but I knew it was you when I saw that name. So, yeah. And there was a clone. I don't know if it's still around or not. It said rotten potatoes and it had like potatoes as its icon. So I don't know, or as its little avatar. So I don't know. I remember seeing that one around a while back, but who knows? We knew that was the fake rotten. So when we saw it.
Yes, are you all mended tater?
Oh boy, God, he's kind of like got the Stephen King envy. Yeah, because that's what happened to Stephen King, which I don't know how you could get. And I've seen him because I'll dox a little bit of myself because I'm not there half the time. We have a place down near where his Florida home is, and he walks and reads. I don't see how you do that.
I have seen people do it. I have seen people do it, and now that they do the same thing with their phones.
I use do that. I've almost had somebody walk into the side of my car, Kathy, on their phone. They're so paying not attention to their phone. I scared the shit out of them. I laid on my horn, and that person she was in her in her 20s. She was a young gal, and she just gave me the dirtiest look. And I rolled my window and I said, "Sweetie, you almost walked into the side of my car. You need to pay attention to where you're walking, or you're going to be mincemeat. A fast moving Chevy will of you." So.
Yeah. And don't give me that look.
Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, no. So yeah, people are so stupid when we're out doing stuff. But bless his heart, he was out walk. I can't even walk on the treadmill at the gym and try to read a magazine. I'm terrible. It's like throws me off. It's like, dear God.
Chewing gum
exactly. Exactly. And so the man, and plus, I mean, good God, his glasses. If you've ever, I was lucky enough I got to meet him, but his glasses are like Coke bottles. Not so much anymore. I think he's gotten glasses that are not. But in the olden days, his you could tell his vision was really bad. But he got hit by a car while he was out just walking. Same what happened with Rotten. Rotten got hit by a car like that, and you know, it really did a number on him too. And so, I mean, that's just some scary shit that people can't pay attention to what they're doing. And they ended up, but you know, poor Rotten, I don't think, Rotten, you can tell us which bones didn't get broken in that, because that list would be a lot shorter, because bless his heart, he really had it bad.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can't imagine.
Aging. I'm with you there.
Well, I broke my spine all up and down, so my back tries to hurt. Oh,
No, Rotten was broken. He really was. I mean, bless his little heart. He was our broken up spud for a long time. I mean, how long were you even in the hospital for, Rotten? It was a long time. Yeah, he said he broke his left arm, right arm, everything else, his spine. Yeah, and boy, that stuff, once that stuff happens to you, you're just screwed up for life. I mean, and I don't care what they say, there is absolutely no medication that takes care of that pain. There's just not.
No.
Some of it can help and make it like tolerable, you know, like cannabis and that kind of stuff. I'm a firm believer of medical cannabis and its benefits. But I mean, even I have pain medication I can take. I have muscle pain, that, you know, stuff that I can take, and it still doesn't get rid of all of it. It helps, it makes it tolerable. But again, when you're a responsible human being, I can't do that stuff when I first get up. I have to run on Advil all day and hope that works. And then after that, I am able to, you know, take more heavy medication if I need it, but I rarely do. And I don't want to, you know, have to depend on that a lot. But if I'm really hurting, I will. But, you know, there's just nothing, not a lot really works. So 2 months, sure. He was in a coma for 2 months. Dear God. Now, did they induce your coma, Rotten, or were you just in an actual coma for 2 months?
Ooh, I can't imagine.
I know. I mean, God bless his heart. He was really. And we did notice, you know, people every now and then would go, "Where's Ron? We haven't seen Ron in a long time. What the hell? What happened to Spuds?" So, but yeah, well, we're glad you're okay now, Rotten, and you're on the mend and hanging in there with us. We are glad to have you and glad to see you in one piece. Sure. And you can be a human barometer right along with the rest of us.
Oh God, yeah. With that being said, folks, I have to get ready to go out now and have a coffee.
Gee, Kathy, you have a life?
Oh, yes.
How dare you have a life? How dare you?
I just got a text giving me a time. They're picking me up, and it's like 10 minutes. So,
you need to go, girlie. You need to go. I know I have to run to do stuff too. So you take care. Dumb and Dumber. Shut up. We don't care.
Shut up and sit down. Bye.
Exactly.
Bye, guys. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you again. I'm sure.
Good to see everybody. We'll be back.
Bye.
Bye.